A woman's body count. Now, this is something I have talked about before, but I want to talk about it again because back in the day, I was always that type of guy that'd be like, nah, bro, like, even if she's got one body, she's still a filthy, dirty slut, right? And just silly things like that. But the more I've, grown and matured as a person, I've realized that it's not particularly about the number of the body count that a woman has, but it's actually more about how she got that body count, if that makes sense. For example, if her body count is 2, right, but both times she didn't give herself up so easily like a lot of other women do. She actually waited until she was in a loving relationship and made them wait until she generally thought they were going to be her husband. Then she was like, okay, I trust you enough now. So they had sex, and then obviously they broke up both times. Does this necessarily make a girl a slut? No, of course not, because not only does she give herself up to men that are actually high value and husband material, not giving herself to some random playboy, but she's also only having intercourse with men that she thinks she's generally gonna like have children with one day, like are going to marry one day, like to spend the rest of her life with. She's not giving herself to random men that she knows deep down she's not gonna ever speak to again. Now, obviously, this is not always the case of a high value woman's behavior, because it could be the same scenario, but instead of 2 bodies, she has 7. This doesn't have to mean that she is a slut necessarily, but just is a type of woman that catches feelings too quickly and gets swindled by men too easily. But this also depends on the age you are as well. For example, if you're in like your mid-30s and you're just desperate for love, you're trying really hard to find love, even though obviously love comes more naturally, it's not that bad if a woman has a body count of 7 if she's in her mid-30s and she's just trying to find love and she keeps on getting heartbroken and whatever, right? But if you are an 18-year-old girl, right, you're basically still a child. Like last year you were a child, right? If you are an 18-year-old girl and you've had sex with 7 different guys, yeah, that's a wrap. Just wrap it up if you actually think that's gonna work out. So if you're talking to a woman and she tells you that she has a few bodies, don't just automatically assume that she is a slut, but instead ask her why she gave herself up to these men. Did she actually believe that she had a future with those men, or did she just want some instant gratification, just wanted to have some, casual sex, right? It all depends on her answer. Me personally, if I was dating a girl, I don't want to know anything about her past, and I've spoken about this before on the channel. I don't want to know how many bodies you have, how many exes you have. I don't care. I really don't. Not enough to hear about it anyways, because even if her body count was even if she only had one other body, I just don't want to know, right? It's just not my business. I don't want to know. But if you want to know why having a high body count as a woman or a man is really, really bad, then check out this video on screen now. Thank you for watching as always. Take care and peace. Bye-bye.